Morning, guys. Had a rough start to the morning, so this is probably more needed than normal. How are we doing on this wonderful Wednesday morning, hump day? It's my day off. I had dental surgery, or dental work, and med appointments today, so lots of prayer and meditation and patience because I just can't stand the dentist and have severe dental anxiety. And unfortunately, I have a car worth of work to do in my mouth, so that I put off, which only adds to the expensive car. So, today, we're gonna do some readings, and I'm gonna talk a little more because I'm struggling today, man. I woke up in a really bad mood. Had an argument with my partner. We don't process things the same, so I have a personality disorder. So sometimes whenever I have an argument and I'm uncomfortable, I shut down and just go very numb and cold. Which for somebody who is emotion based and very emotionally available as him is hurtful. He's pretty understanding of it, but right now he's going through his own stuff, so it hurts his feelings more than normal, and which only sometimes, because of my personality disorder, shuts me down more than normal. So I'm needing a little God and guidance today. So for anybody who could send me some extra prayers and love, I would forever appreciate it. So because of that, I'm starting with the Jesus Calling, because I think I need to go straight to God and then work my way into NA, even though they're, hand in hand. So we're on February 8th. I am above all things, your problems, your pain, the swirling events in their ever-changing world. When you behold my face, you rise above circumstances and rest with me in heavenly realms. This is the way of peace, living in the light of my presence. I guarantee that you will always have problems in your life, but they must not become your focus. When you feel yourself sinking in the sea of circumstances, say, "Help me, Jesus," and I will draw you back to me. If you have to say that 1,000 times daily, don't be discouraged. I know your weakness, and I meet you in that very place. Sometimes I forget it's okay to ask him over and over again. Like, it's okay that I need to ask him 3,000 times. Which is crazy, because there's been many times in my recovery where I knew that. Like, I had to, every 20 minutes, God, okay, it's back. Could you make it go away again? God, I'm obsessing again. Please help me. And sometimes I have these expectations, and I don't know if it's because I'm coming up on my 6 years. And I don't know, like, for people in recovery, you know that whenever there comes a clean time birthday, we have these expectations, like, oh, I should be further, or I should know better by now, even though that's not real. Like, our brains tell us that, and that we should be doing better than we are, and I don't know. So I forget that it's okay to ask him 1,000 times a day for the same thing, that sometimes it takes 1,000 times to get it through. Maybe 1,001 even. So obviously I'm a little more vulnerable than I think right now. So yeah, we're gonna go to a spiritual principle a day. If it makes me cry, I'm gonna be upset. February 8th. Oh, my tears are making my eyes blurry. I already can't see. So when you show up for willing to walk in faith, when you show up for a life with willingness and open-minded, the next right thing tends to present itself. I have a full, rich life in recovery, a member shared to knowing nods, but I'm facing some decisions about what comes next for me. I'm willing to do the next right thing if only I knew what that is. The options are all good, so how do I figure out what God's will is for me? After the meeting, some more experienced NA members offer their insight on step 3 and 11. I would freak out trying to really know if my choice aligned with my higher power's will. One member shared, I was told if you're looking for a burning bush, you're going to be disappointed. When we're dealing with clear-cut questions of right and wrong, should I steal the candy or pay for it? The next right thing is obvious, but looking for one correct response to life's multi-facet dilemmas can be paralyzing, the member continued. I came to understand that step 3 is all about my decision. My willingness to work the rest of the steps is that decision in action. My job is to show up, be willing, and do the work in front of me. So long as I'm plugged into the steps, I can trust my intuition. I used to pray to know God's will for me another member confessed. My sponsor pointed out that self-centeredness has distorted my hearing. Step 11 isn't about me, it's about us. She went on to explain how to focus on us broaden her perspective. It changed my outlook and influenced how I prayed and meditated. That made it easier to live by principles and to listen to my heart, trusting that my choices would enrich my ability to serve it. Viewing life through a worldwide angle lens puts our decisions with a larger context filled with love, support, and service. When we practice willingness and awareness, even our missteps expand our usefulness to others. When we're spiritually fit, doing the next right thing doesn't have to be complicated. We find the willingness to walk in faith, knowing that we'll be all right. People like saying, when one door closes, another opens. As NA members, we become better equipped to navigate hallways with multiple doors, some leading nowhere, others to new worlds, and all of them preparing us to serve. I am willing to be guided by my higher powers today. I will make principled decisions and take positive actions secured in the knowledge that my service will be enhanced. I love that one. I do have it down here. It made me think of my favorite reading. And anybody in my circle of Narcotics Anonymous, it started out as Narcotics Anonymous, but now my family knows my all-time favorite reading. And it was given to me by my second or third sponsor. Like I said in a couple other videos, I kind of sponsor jumped for a while, but this woman is still amazing. Actually, I had some phenomenal sponsors, not gonna lie. I just wasn't ready at that time. I like to let them know and myself know that it had nothing to do with them, but just where I was at in life. But that reading reminded me of my very, very favorite page in the How It Works and Why. I know we have all these new readings and these new books, and they're phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. Narcotics Anonymous has broadened its horizons, like with mental health and spiritual principles, they're all amazing. But I am a fan of the How It Works and Why. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because my very first sponsor I worked steps with, not my first sponsor, but the first sponsor I worked steps with, was all about this book. And so it's my second, and I don't know if they just embedded that, and then there's a lot about, mostly because there's a lot about the traditions that we really, I think we need to learn more about sometimes, especially in the broadened look of Narcotics Anonymous, but that's a whole nother situation. So, this is actually page 112 in the How It Works and Why, and it is about step 11, which we were just reading about, and it's the last page. So, we see that regardless of the presence or absence of material success in our lives, we can be content. We can be happy and fulfilled with or without money, with or without a partner, with or without the approval of others. We begin to see that God's will for us is the ability to live with dignity, to love ourselves and others, to laugh and to find great joy and beauty in our surroundings. Our most heartfelt longing and dreams for our living are coming true. These priceless gifts are no longer beyond our reach. They are, in fact, the very essence of God's will for us. In our gratitude, we go beyond merely asking for the power to live up to God's plan for our own lives. We begin to seek our ways to be of service, to make a difference in the life of other addicts, to carry the message of recovery. Our spiritual awakening has opened us up to a spiritual contentment, unconditional love, and personal freedom, knowing that we can only keep this precious gift by sharing it with others. We go on to step 12. So, that other reading was all about staying connected to the steps, and about service. And that reading was also about service. And I have come to find that if I am working a program of true recovery and I am living the steps, that it goes beyond Narcotics Anonymous. That how I react to people at my job is different. How I react to my children is different. How I react to the woman at the gas station that may annoy me, or the fact that the line is taking too long, and I usually sometimes I'll throw a fit when I'm in a bad place, but when I'm in a good place, I'm just like, it is what it is, you know? That God's will for me, I don't know exactly what it is, but I do know that it is, that when I came into this program, all I wanted to do was unconditionally love, and that's what this program has given me, and that's what God's true will is for me, is unconditional love, whatever that may look like. And that's day to day. So I don't need to know what his full plan is for me. I just need to know how to live through him and love like him. So I know I shortened, like I only read a couple readings, but man, these were some deep ones, and they were, I don't know if they were what you needed, but thanks for listening. Please, like I always say, share, comment, put something, you know, from the literature in my comments if you are part of the program. If you are, you know, just somebody who has some great, you know, suggestions on life's terms, please do share. I love you all, and I hope that you have a phenomenal Wednesday. This really actually did help me more than I thought it was going to. So we definitely went over my normal amount of time, but I'm grateful we did, because I don't know if you needed it, but I definitely did. Love you guys.